Welcome everybody to a new video here of Era of Chaos, and today we are actually on my main account, and this is the first time I logged in after the new big dungeon update. We're not gonna watch this video, but I have no clue Battle of Gods is now available. Okay. I do not know what to expect from this. I just see there is some new stuff in the guidebook, and as you can also see here up top, I am level 71 on my main account, and I think we're just going to check out what we got here. Everything, royal summons, realm competition, maintenance composition. That's 300, that is cool, we like that. And what's the Lord Practice issues? Ooh, 5,000, okay. So we gotta get a lot of stuff here, it's cool. We like that. I see here is a new thing which is called Premium Card. I have no idea what that is. Let's activate it. Okay, star level 1. Premium level. And looks like I can claim something. Collect 10 to randomly get one of the following 1-star units: Pikeman, Marksman, Centaur, Goblin, Wolf, Rider, Skeleton, Walking Dead, Imp, Garg, Gremlin, or Sprite. Okay, so those are units that we already have. This is for the SR units, and I guess this is then for SSR units. Oh, that's actually cool. If you get 80 of those SSR souls, you get an SSR unit. That is pretty nice. And I believe the SSR stuff, yeah, I think the SSR stuff is only if you buy the premium. And there's a skin as well. Blade Lord Naga. Is that a skin for unit then? So that's Naga? Looks like we're getting a lot of good stuff here, and we are leveling up by getting EXP from the daily quests, I believe? Yes. But I already did the daily quest before the update, so that's kind of bad actually, because now I do not get all the EXP from the first day. That's interesting that they didn't do that. Let's see here in the events. There's a lot of... Okay, that's just the old stuff. But what I'm most interested about is the new stuff here. So that was the last thing in the guidebook until now, and then we get new stuff for level 75, Dungeon Island. So we get a new Shipyard Island on level 75. Stedwick is a global event. Global event for the server. Lords are qualified to challenge the siege battle defense in Stedwick after they've reached level 80, so that's gonna take some time before we get there. Preparation phase. The event initiates the preparation phase if a player reaches level 90, so one player on the server has to be level 90. That's pretty cool. Global event in Stedwick. There are siege battles and defense battles. Lords are qualified to enjoy the battles with new war machinery if they have reached level 80. Okay, so and then I guess the max Lord level is 90 before global event is over. The exceeded EXP will be converted into EXP coins according to 1v1 ratio. The EXP coins can be exchanged for resources when new max level is set. Okay. And then war machinery unlocks at level 80 when Stedwick event is over. So that's definitely gonna take a while. Someone has to be level 90, and then everybody else who is already 80 can join on the event as well. That is quite interesting. And now I think it's time to look at the new units. We already got 3 of them. Is that all of them? How many units are there? Okay, there's a lot of new units. But most of them are 3 stars. Are they all SSR units as well? No, SR unit, 3 star. Dungeon faction, Beholder. Let's see what the ultimate does. Beholder units control 1 random hostile unit. The target will take damage equal 1% of max HP per second for 8 seconds. So that's 8% of max HP. And I guess that's only for level 1. And it's going to increase every level. Let's see by how much. That can be actually pretty strong. When being controlled, the target's unit is unable to attack, move, and cast skill. Ooh, that is awesome. That sounds super strong. When Beholder units enter the battlefield, they will open their 4 eyes of death. Each eye grants 5% unit damage. 1 eye of death will be closed for every target killed. Only 3 eyes can be closed at most. Alright. Debility. When Beholder units is on the battlefield, enemy heroes' initial mana is reduced by 10. So that's pretty good. Whenever a unit dies, reduces enemy heroes. So that thing messes with pretty much everything. It messes with the units to attack. It messes with their HP pretty hard. It messes with the hero's mana. And now, beginning of the battle, Beholder units increase the HP of all your units within large range throughout the entire battle. So it's like you can build super nice tank builds with this thing, I think. And another new unit is the Medusa. No, Medusa is also an SR unit. Stone Gaze, I guess. The Medusa unit. What? The Medusa unit? 1 random hostile unit? I think the Medusa petrifies 1 random hostile unit. Units damage reduction decreased by 20. Cannot attack, move, or cast skills. So, and there's another bleeding. Bleeding damage increase, so that's good for the formation that I am using. Increase Medusa's normal attack damage by 10%, damage dealt to bleeding targets increased, and those are the units that can cause bleeding. Spellbreaker skin. Medusa's magic resistance is increased whenever a hostile hero used whenever a hostile hero casts a spell, Medusa's unit damage is increased by 10% for 10 seconds. Reflex Blast. Medusa's crit hit increased by 150, increases units damage by 2% throughout the entire battle whenever a crit is landed, up to 10 stacks, so that could be 20% in the end. They sound actually all pretty good so far. Manticore. That is a flying charge unit, also 3-star SR unit here. Paralyzing Venom. We attack, deal damage, and decrease their defenses. So it's like an offensive unit and charger in once, kinda. Like getting armor penetration. That's pretty good. The Manticore's normal attack has 25 chance to decrease units' damage reduction of melee units by 0.6. When fighting against ranged cast units, the normal attack has 25 chance to increase crit of friendly units. Okay. So it's like a pretty good defense breaker. Whenever hostile unit a hostile hero casts a spell that Manticore increases attack by 30% and attack speed by 5% for all friendly melee units. Oh, for all friendly units. Wow. That's cool. Wait. Yeah, okay. When a target is downed, all hostile units' def will lose 30%. So they are actually pretty strong. And then the new dragon, everybody was waiting for the black dragon SSR unit from the dungeon faction. Let's see what he does. The black dragon deals damage to all hostile units in a very large area every 15 seconds while causing additional damage equal to 2% of max HP nearby units and burning them. So there's a burning synergy that could be good for Infernos. Black Dragon units immune to bleeding burning when taking a crit hit restores 5% of max HP. Ooh. So he heals himself pretty good every time he gets critted. Immune to spell damage done by all heroes. Immune to spell damage done by all heroes. That thing is crazy. He heals himself when he gets crit. Heroes cannot touch him. Like that thing is a beast. And he is a tank as well, so like that dragon is gonna be crazy if you get him. Increases unit damage reduction by 3% and units damage by 1.5% every time Dragon Breath is cast throughout the entire battle. Stacks up to 4 times. So stacks up to 4 times means maximum of 1 minute. Then this is stacked up. And the last one here, Black Dragon's units damage reduction is increased and his defense is increased. And when fighting against burned units, the damage reduction effect doubles. So he is burning them, so he has a synergy with itself. So that's pretty good. When Black Dragon is fighting against a tower faction unit, its unit damage is increased by 50%. So tower units have pretty hard matchup against Black Dragon as well. Now let's see what we already got here. That's 1-star and 2-star units. That's an offense unit. Troglodyte. Troglodyte deals damage and stuns. Okay, pretty basic. He just stuns. Increases attack and attack speed. Passive. Also pretty straightforward. Increases magic resistance and unit damage reduction by 5%. For Troglodyte, over the next 10 seconds, the effect doubles every time a hostile hero casts a spell. That's also pretty cool, so he can be pretty tanky. And then increases normal attack by 10%, and on effect dealt to bleeding targets is increased. So bleeding is gonna do a lot with those dungeon units. Yeah. What do we have here as well? The Minotaur. Minotaur is another tank SR unit from the dungeon faction. We deal damage to 3 random hostile units within a large range and decrease their attack speed. Okay. Causes bleeding. That is perfect. So both of the dungeon tanks also cause bleeding. That's pretty good. Increase the Minotaur magic resistance and damage reduction over 10 seconds. Effect doubles if every time a hostile hero casts a spell. So hero spells are pretty bad when you're fighting against dungeon faction. Every time you use a hero spell, they get stronger. When taking units damage dealt by 1 or 4-man units, defense will be increased. When a 9-man unit, crit hit will be increased. Okay, so when you're fighting against bigger units, you're getting better unit damage actually, and then you're getting crits when fighting against small units. That's pretty cool. And then the last new unit that we got here is the Harpy. The Harpy is another charger. Okay. It looks pretty cool as well. The ultimate. When Harpy is under attack, she has a chance to deal 150 to 3 units. Okay. Normal attacks also have a chance of triggering. Cool. When facing a unit that cannot fly, the Harpy attacks is increased by 30%, so not flying units having a hard time. Whenever a hostile hero casts a spell, Harpy decreases the target's hostile unit damage reduction, so she's doing more damage whenever the opponent casts a spell. Harpy's crit damage increased by 30%. The Harpy is guaranteed to cause a crit hits on targets, I guess on stunned targets, because they tell you what stuns. I love that those things are not complete. Like, guaranteed to cause crit hits on targets. That would be like just crit on everyone, but I guess it's on stunned targets, so that's cool. Stun, bleeding, both are done by the Behemoth, so that will be a good one. Also, Behemoth Angel was already a pretty good combination, so you could put Behemoth Angel and now Harpy in it. That's pretty cool. I really like that so far. Any new missions here maybe? Any new missions? No, not really. Okay, I think that might be it for this video. I'm looking forward to using all the new units when I finally get them. I mean, 3 of them I have now, which is pretty cool. And I think there might also be new levels here now. So the last thing, here's Stedwick. So the last thing that was here was this. So let's see if we find a level 25 somewhere. Here, yeah. The maximum level is increased to 100 after the Stedwick event. So when someone hits level 90, the Stedwick event starts, and then everyone who is level 8, and then the maximum level of the players are going to increase to level 100, and there you have the new 3 chapters as well. I am here at level 71, so chapter 18 is where I am at right now, waiting for level 72 to start with those. So it's still a little bit of a journey for me to get here, but I think I will be more looking to have videos on this account now, since the other one is starting to get closer to this one in terms of what there is on the map. But on this one I can show you more because I have more stuff, and I can participate in more events and everything. So I will be probably doing more videos on this account rather than on the new account that I did, because we are also kind of done with all the introduction stuff for what is what and everything. What I want to do is kind of like what I did with the dungeon faction units right now. I want to do a video about all the factions, so I will probably go ahead and probably just start with Castle, go through all the units and kind of like analyze them, go through the skills, look what they're doing, look what they can do, what they cannot do, and maybe put out some synergies of the units, so that I and you also get a better understanding of which units can work together. And that should be pretty helpful. If you like that idea, give that video maybe a thumbs up or sub to the channel. And if you want to come back or see me doing other stuff as well, come to the stream. Link will be in the description below. Yeah, that's it for the video. I'm going to play a bit more for this update, and we see each other in the next video. Until then, have a good one, take care, bye.